Hola guys, so remember the video that you just got done watching about what lupus is and everything? Well, this is a continuation. We're getting ready to get into my medicine. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys by doing this. I just was trying to be courteous and save you some time. So enjoy. So majority of the time, I wake up stiff. I wake up with some type of stiffness in my joints. I experience joint pain on a regular, and it's not fun. I have to go out of my way to really stay healthy. Like, being healthy for me is not a choice. I can't just eat whatever I want. I can't just not exercise. I can't just choose to be healthy or choose to exercise and have a healthy lifestyle. It kind of goes hand in hand with my condition. I'm not going to get too much on diet and exercise in this video just because I'm going to make a whole different video explaining and going into depth lupus and exercise and lupus and dieting and, you know, like how that goes hand in hand, because it's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. What was I talking about? So since I am actually eating on camera, you guys will be able to get to see me take my medicine. Yay! Right now I'm maybe on like maybe 6 or 7 meds. I remember at one point in time I was maybe on like 14 or 15 pills at one time. And I was taking infusions, which meant I was getting IV steroids once a month. And I was also taking a shot, like a injection, every week. But these are my everydays. These are the pills that I take first thing in the morning or like with my first meal. Because you know, you don't really want to take these many pills on an empty stomach. So this little pill, who is that? I'm sorry.
I'm redecorating my room, taking down everything.
Why?
Because it looks dumb.
No, it doesn't.
You look dumb. You actually probably look really good.
This little pill has been one of my biggest enemies in my lifetime. You would think that this pill is for me, but it really belongs to the streets, okay? This pill is not my friend. This pill is called Prednisone. Prednisone is a steroid that they give lupus patients, cancer patients. I'm sure prednisone is used for a lot of other things, but in my case, it's used for my lupus. I have been on that pill since I was 14 years old. I have been taking that pill every day for 7 years now. And it's not a good medication to be on long term. It damages your internal organs and causes other underlying issues and problems later on in life. It has very bad side effects such as weight gain, hair loss, fatigue, and it suppresses your immune system. That is the purpose of that pill, is to suppress your immune system so that it is not attacking your body every day. I used to be on a high dosage of it. Now I'm only on 5 milligrams because I have a very good doctor who takes care of me and he understands the dangers of this pill and he's trying his best to wean me off, which is something that a lot of doctors nowadays don't do when it comes to lupus patients. They just throw them on prednisone and then think that they can just maintain with prednisone, when in reality, prednisone is only supposed to be a short-term drug. You're not supposed to be on prednisone for years and years and years at a time because it will cause underlying long-term issues. And a lot of people who have lupus now have other issues that they didn't have before, all because they've been taking this drug for this long period of time. So I really don't think that topic is touched on, the fact that like doctors think that prednisone is just this miracle drug that they can just give all lupus patients and keep them on. It's not cool. It's not healthy for the patient. It doesn't make the patient too much happy, because I know I don't like taking prednisone. The only reason why it's tolerable now is because I'm on a low dose of it, but the higher the dose, the more effects that it will have on your body and the worse that it could be, obviously. So I hope one day they come to terms with that and understand that, you know, prednisone is okay to get the lupus under control for the meantime, but long term, you should try to find a different medication to help with that, because it's not a fun medication to take and it's nasty. Like, it's nasty. Gross. Next pill I take is Plaquenil. Plaquenil, or hydroxychloroquine, is the name of this medication. Now, I know that name is probably ringing a bell if you've been keeping up with the news as far as this COVID-19 pandemic going on right now. A lot of the people in the White House are trying to pass hydroxychloroquine as a cure for COVID-19. I can't really speak too much on that because I don't even know where they came up with that. With me, hydroxychloroquine is used for my joints. I think it also aids in immune system suppression as well, but from what I know, it helps well with my joints. If I don't take my medication, I am stiff, I am inflamed, I can't move. It's a show. But I take 2 of these a day, which is 400 milligrams, and they contribute and play a big role to how I feel physically. This little pill is called Gabapentin. Gabapentin is a nerve pill. It's for nerve issues. So over time, I noticed that I had this condition in my feet where I would run, because I like to jog for long periods of time, I would experience numbness. Like my foot would fall asleep while I'm running. Like I would feel something tingly in like the balls of my feet and my toes. And so I told my doctor about it, and they said that lupus definitely can affect the nervous system. Lupus can affect really anything in your body, but it definitely can affect the nervous system over time, because this is definitely not a condition that I had prior to getting diagnosed or even the early stages of my lupus. I didn't have this issue, but I do now. So they prescribed me gabapentin. I take 3 of these a day, even though I ran out in my pill case, so I have to go find wherever else the other ones are so I can take the correct dosage. I take that just so I don't experience that numbness, and it does hurt too. Like if I step on my foot the wrong way or do something in that nature, like it'll like sting really bad. This is folic acid. This is nothing but a vitamin. People take this just because they want folic acid in their system. I take it because I take a type of medication called Methotrexate. Methotrexate kind of goes hand in hand with prednisone. It's one of the main medications that they try to use to treat lupus. Think about it like this. My doctor is weaning me off of prednisone right now and upping my dosage of methotrexate to kind of balance it and replace the prednisone. So he wants methotrexate to end up eventually doing what the prednisone is doing for me without me being on prednisone, if that makes sense. There are 2 different forms of methotrexate that you can take. I've taken both of them. You can have the injectable, which means you have a needle and actual liquid that you inject every once a week. I used to do that, but my doctor took me off and switched me to the pills. So now I take 6 pills every Sunday instead of taking a shot every Sunday, which is better for me because the shot's bruised. I actually recorded this on a Sunday, so that means I'll have to take my methotrexate later on. It's just nothing but little bitty pills. You don't want to see them. They're not that fun. This is Famotidine. I don't have any more, as you can see, but it's really just Pepsid. Sometimes my medication will cause really bad indigestion and I'll get heartburn just from little things that I eat, especially acidic stuff. So I take Famotidine to kind of suppress that. That's really all it is. It's just Pepsid. But I have to take it because if I don't, my medicine will jack it up. This is Colchicine. It's a little purple pill, very tiny, very small, but it plays a big role in my life. But hold on, before I get into that, let me take my meds first. Oops. In Jesus' name. Okay. Colchicine. Let's break down colchicine. Colchicine is a heart medication. Why do I take heart medications? Because I have a heart condition. The heart condition is called pericardial effusion or pericarditis. That basically just means the inflammation of the sac around the heart and the heart filling up with fluid during a flare-up. So a flare-up can range from just joint pain to rashes to internal issues such as inflammation of the lungs or inflammation of the heart, and effusion equals fluid. That means it fills up with some type of fluid. So if I say I have a fusion in the lungs, that means my lungs are filling up with fluid. If I say I have a fusion of the heart, that means my heart is prone to filling up with liquid. I was taking colchicine for about 5 or 6 months after the incident. But colchicine is a very hard medication to obtain, and the type of insurance that I have, they don't want to cover colchicine. So I don't always take it anymore, which is why you see I have these little bit of pills. This is all they give me at a time now, because at first I had a doctor who was prescribing it to me, but I haven't had pericardial effusion in a while. I lied. I just had pericardial effusion Christmas. I was just in the hospital Christmas for my heart, because my heart was filling up with fluid again because I didn't have my medication and I had a lot of other stuff going on. Stress and whatnot. Like, stress is really bad for me. Like, I cannot get stressed out. I know stress can kill anybody, but I'm really sensitive to stress. Stress will put me in the hospital because it has before. But that's the whole reason why I take colchicine. I'm not taking it at this moment because I'm doing pretty well with myself. I've been eating right, keeping up with my exercise. So I haven't really experienced the effects of pericarditis at this moment, but I just have these on standby for whenever I do start feeling that again, so I don't have to get admitted. Because since my insurance won't give me this medication, I have to be admitted into the hospital for them to give me what I need. And sometimes I don't always want to have to go to the hospital. I've already been to the hospital maybe like 4 times in the past year for my heart, and I don't always want to be admitted. They're going to admit me every time because of the type of condition that I have. So it's just like, if I want to get this in a good amount, or like have a doctor prescribe it to me to where it'll last me, because my insurance is so whack, I have to go to the hospital instead of just treating it at home. And it can be very, very annoying. Like, I don't always want to do that. This is also prednisone, but it is an emergency prednisone. It's a prednisone pack. So what this is basically for when I either can't get a hold of my medication or I need kind of help with the colchicine. Like, if I'm having a severe flare-up and let's say I run out of prednisone and I'm not able to obtain it because, again, my insurance is kind of stupid, this is an emergency pack. So I would start with this one day, and then I would just go down so on and so forth with the lines, like each day. And I think there's about 6 lines, so 6 day, something like that. Yeah, there's 6 days. So I would just take this amount. You get the picture. So like I said, it's an emergency pack. So it's in the event that I'm having a flare up. It's in the event that I've been in the sun too long and like I'm starting to flare up because I've gotten too much sunlight. It's just here for safekeeping, just in case I ever need it and I don't have my prednisone. Like, God forbid, I'm traveling somewhere or I run out of my medication and I'm not home to get what I need. This is supposed to be with me just to keep me sane for a week, until I can get to a doctor or get some supply or emergency prescription for prednisone. Okay, guys, so honestly, I think I done covered everything that I was supposed to cover in this video. I think I did a pretty good job explaining everything. Hopefully. I'm not gonna know until I look over this video, obviously, but from my point of view, I think I did a good job. Honestly, I think I did a good job. So I think we have reached the end of the video, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you. Like, thank you so much. I applaud you for sitting through this and listening and taking the initiative to watch an educational video so that you can learn something new. I thank you and appreciate you for taking the time out to listen to me and my story and what it is that I have going on, because you could just not care, but you do. Because if you made it this far, then you do. So if you've made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment TOK in the comment box to let me know that you've gotten this far and that you have absorbed some self-knowledge, because life is all about learning, isn't it? So again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being a part of this video. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. Just know I have a couple more videos coming on this lupus series that goes with this playlist. This is the first of few. Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who you think might not know about lupus. If you know some people who are unaware of this and you want to educate them like you have just been educated, please share this video. Allow them to learn just like you have learned. Allow them to grasp something that they have never grasped before so that they can go into the world a little more knowledgeable than they did before they left the house. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comment box or follow me on Instagram at imtheonlykay and ask me questions, DM them to me, leave them under my picture, whatever the hell. Just send in your questions. Let me know what questions you have, because at the end of all of this, I'm going to be doing a lupus Q&A, and you can ask any questions that you want to ask, how you want to ask them, why you want to ask them, whatever. Just keep your questions in hand and get them to me some way, somehow, so that I can bring them all together at the end of this series and make a Q&A when everything is done. Y'all are so sweet. Nothing will ever be this good. And again, please don't forget to check out the Lupus Foundation of America. It's an amazing organization. Don't forget that May is National Lupus Month, Lupus Awareness Month, and the color is purple. So if you want to show your support for lupus, try to wear as much purple as you can throughout the month and let someone know why you're wearing it. Try to find you a purple ribbon, tag it somewhere, put it on your car, wear it on your notebook, or put it on the back of your phone, whatever the case, and just spread the word. Let everybody know what it is to have lupus and what it is to be affected by it, and let people know that it is something just as serious as cancer or diabetes. It's just up there with it, but not everybody has been educated on it like they should. And also be aware that more women are affected by lupus, more African American women are affected by lupus than any other race or gender. So it's definitely something that people have experienced in the Black community and are struggling with and need more recognition for. Our Black women need as much recognition as they can get in any way, shape, and form. All right, y'all. I done talked so much and I'm over it. I'm done. Okay. Thank you guys. Love you guys.